on this morning, and this is another episode of Beauty, Business, and Banking. And today I had quite a few people I wanted to invite. I didn't know who not to invite or who I should invite, but I invited everybody. I feel like mentoring is very, very, very important, extremely important. Even if you could just mentor one person. If one person mentored one person, think about how many people we could help. So I invited my 5 friends here. They've been with me for quite a few years. They are my friends now, but I'm pretty sure they have another story to tell. But I'm sure you hear them laughing, right? I'm pretty sure they got another story to tell. But I want them to introduce themselves and what they specialize in.
Good morning. My name is Unique, and I'm an esthetician. I specialize in lashes, and also facials.
Hi, good morning. My name is Nia. I am a licensed cosmetologist, and I specialize in silk press and color.
Hi, I'm Lucy, Lucina Richardson, and what did I say? What am I supposed to say? And I specialize in almost everything. Shortcuts, relaxers, weaves, and all the good things.
Hi, my name is Alexandria. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, also licensed educator as well. I specialize in locks. I also specialize in barbering.
I'm Javelle, and I do a little bit of everything, but I specialize in braiding.
So where are you guys from?
Well, I'm from Harlem.
Harlem.
I'm from Hackensack, New Jersey.
I'm from the Bronx. BX all day, baby.
All this Bronx.
Period.
All these Bronx people. Listen.
Listen, that's one of the reasons you came here.
Yeah, I guess. But for everybody that don't know me, I am originally from Richmond, Virginia, and I've been in Harlem for over 30 years, and I've had Salon 804 in Harlem for that long. And I have an icebreaker question I want to ask you guys. If you had 1 year, one month, right? Where would you go? What would you vacation to for that month? If money wasn't an object.
I have an answer.
Okay.
For me, for the month, I don't think it would be one place.
Okay.
I would actually travel around the world for a month. That's what I've been wanting to do. When I retire, that is what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. I'm going to travel the world on a cruise, prayerfully, for at least a month or two. But if I did say one place, it would be Bali, mainly because from what I've seen and what I've read and what I noticed, it seems like the most relaxing place in the world, and that's what I want to do. I hit the street running when I was 2 years old. I feel like, so I want to relax. Right. So that just seems like the most relaxing place in the world.
Right. You know, I say pretty much kind of like the same thing. And when I went on a cruise a few years ago, and I met this older woman. She was retired, and she told me that she retired on a ship, and she just go from ship to ship to ship. And she has she has a P.O. box in New York, and she has a few things at her daughter's house. And she said she just cruise all year.
I think I would probably do the same.
Yeah.
I think it also changes mindsets. You know, like if you go to this place and you go to that place, you know, your relaxation, it'll clear your mind. So I actually would do the same, but I don't have a specific destination yet.
Right.
I would say the same thing. I don't have a specific destination, but I would probably go to a different islands and stuff, like Virgin Islands, Jamaica, Caribbean.
So you just have a place.
But is it like a specific place? Because you're pretty young now, right?
Yeah.
So younger than everybody here, I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Yeah.
So is there a specific place that you haven't seen that you would like to see if you had a month to go?
I would probably go to the Virgin Islands. I haven't been there yet. That's where I want to go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that I would actually go to Jamaica. And I would spend my time not like on a resort. I would be like in the jungles, in the in the country areas of Jamaica, and just live in a hut and get my fish from out the waters and grab my mangoes from my mango trees. And
Okay.
I'm a nature girl, so that's me. I would
I
do
love
that.
Jamaica.
Yeah, jungle me all day. Rainforest me all day.
Well, I haven't been to a lot of places, but I love DR right yet. But I love DR. I felt like my money goes a long way there. I felt like, oh, I'm a millionaire here. Oh, I'm rich. So I'll probably go there.
Nice.
I have a rainforest story. So I took my daughter to the Dominican Republic, and I wanted to take her to the rainforest. So when I woke up that morning,
I think I know this story.
it was a little raining outside, right? So I called down to the reception desk, and I said, I want to take my daughter to the rainforest, but is it going to be raining? So he said, ma'am, you going to the rainforest? I said, yeah, but no. I said, she has asthma, and she gets sick easy. I just want to know, is it going to be raining when we go? He said, ma'am, you going to the rainforest. So it still didn't hit me. It still didn't hit me. And my aunt was like, what is you asking? And I said, I'm just asking the man, is it going to be raining in the rainforest? Well, bro, it's the fucking rainforest.
Right.
It's going to be raining. And I was like, oh. I was confused because I thought they just, call it
You
that.
thought that was just a name.
They just say, I don't know, how they just name stuff and that's not what's really happening there.
Right.
But
It's a rainforest.
It's
It's a rainforest.
no, I was like, is it?
The mountaintop is not really the mountaintop.
But, I had to, because every time somebody says about the rain story, I have to bring that story up because it's just so funny to me now that the rainforest is really a rainforest. It's going to be raining.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like animals. Is it going to be animals in the forest? Of course.
Right.
It's going to be animals in the forest. But I've been knowing you five girls for a number of years, right? And at some point, you guys worked at Salon 804, and some of you guys are still working at Salon 804. So I just want to know your experience with me. I want you to be super transparent and very honest. Your experience with me and your time at Salon 804.
Okay. Well, I think for me it's very different because I pretty much grew with you guys in Salon 804. When I first met you, I was around 15 years old. And I actually worked in the supermarket that I was sneaking to work at right next door to Salon 804, original Salon 804 on Fifth Avenue. And for me, I felt like I've always looked at everyone, including you, and everyone that worked there, but you specifically was my mentor. So I was like, oh my goodness, this is a beautiful woman. She's running this business, Black owned, and it was thriving. It kept growing and growing and growing. But in that moment, I knew I was also working retail. But as I was growing, I was like, I have to do something. I have to, get into this business. And down the line, I actually started working with you. And I say with you because you've never said, can you work for me? Which is two different things. A lot of entrepreneurs feel that a person is working for them, but I always felt like I was working with you, and that's the reason why I was able to adapt a lot of things, I would say, and I'm going to say behaviors, because now that I own my own business, which is uniquely done, and it's a lash business.
Does my lash. Our lashes.
I was able to take on those behaviors, and I can say the professionalism when it comes to you being professional at all times, and starting out, meaning your first look when you come to work, your first impression. You show that, you exhibit that. But also I would like to say is the urgency, because you have that urgency, and I tell you one thing. when you're working with her, all she gotta do is give you that look. If you're taking a little long, if you're taking a little bit too long, oh, she's gonna give you that look to say, listen, the next client is coming in. But I would say the drive. You know, I would say the drive, but I also feel that you are very transparent. You know, so in the moment you're gonna give the feedback, or maybe later on you're gonna give the feedback. But what I do like is correct it in the moment, and that was one of the takeaways for me running my business.
Right. Me and Alex had an issue last week with a client because we didn't have that as many people as we normally have, and so I was just curious as to why this shampoo is taking so long. The lady didn't have that much hair, so I'm trying to figure out why is this shampoo taking so long.
Right.
And so the client got a little offended, and Alex had felt the need to defend my position. Yeah, she felt the need to do that, so I had to pull her to the side and tell her that it was nothing against you at all. I understand what was going on. However, we still have a quota to meet. Like, this is what we're gonna do. I had no idea she was getting 75 shampoos. I had no idea because I didn't because I'm normally working doing other people, but it brought mention to it, like, you know, what's going on here?
Right.
And Alex was confused. Like, I've never seen Rochelle like this before. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sorry that she did that. You know,
you're welcome. Welcome. Welcome, girl.
Imagine volunteering to help and you still get the look.
It's like, right. And it's just that the person that I learned from, we had to be fast and efficient, right? And so I feel like, you know, time is money. And that's what I try to teach all y'all. Time is money. Figure out how you're going to make the most money in the least amount of time.
That's right.
That's what I live by. That's what I teach. That's what I, you know, always. And I definitely never, ever want to feel like I'm pigeonholing you guys. I've seen a lot of owners of different types of businesses that pigeonhole people. If like you want to open up your own salon and Nia wants to open up her own and Lucy doing her own, oh, you can't do that. Right. They're not supportive of the people that they claim that they're mentoring.
Right.
That's not proper mentoring. Right. That's you just want to take somebody out of one box and put them in another box. That's super unfair. So that was never my intentions for any of y'all.
Well, it didn't come off as such. That's never your intention, and it doesn't come off as
right.
such.
Right. Okay.
Because we know that it's not.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I want to kind of piggyback off of the pigeonhole. And also, you know, just to answer the question, I guess like with my experience with you, I kind of want to be pigeonholed because I feel like I'm in a position where I am growing, glowing, and for me, I've never had that before. I've never had, you know, I've grown in many different positions I've been in. I've been in many different, you know, positions, but I've always felt like I was too good for that position. And this position that I'm in now with you, I don't feel like that. I feel like I can get more, I can learn more, and if I decide to say, all right, you know, Rochelle, I'm out of here because, you know, I feel like I'm good now, bye, you know, I would be doing myself a disservice. So for me, hold me, because I want to be held.
Okay. I'm going to get back to that. But Nia.
So wait, what's the question one more time?
It's, you worked at Salon 804, and what was your experience with me?
So my experience, I came to you at 19. I had worked in one other salon prior to you. And, you know, being at that salon, it really like killed my... I don't mean
to interrupt you. Go back. How did you end up with me? Go back.
It's good. It's good. But like it goes into each other. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
So I had low confidence when it came to being in a hair salon. So coming to you and, you know, you showing me like the environment working at Salon 804 and just how everything's ran, I feel like you taught me how to like value myself and know my worth. And you told me, like, you showed me how to structure, like the structure of a salon and how to just move at a fast pace. And, you know, it was tough at times, you know.
Yeah, it was tough.
You used to have me working. We were working for hours, like so many clients. And, you know, I was overwhelmed sometimes.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure
but, you know, I'm definitely grateful for the experience because it helped me now with my own business to multitask, to work with other people, and also to make it fun. You know, it doesn't always have to be so serious. And yeah, it was just
the thing that drew me to you is that your mom told me that you were going to quit.
Yeah.
And she told me that it gives me goosebumps. I got goosebumps thinking about it. And she said, Nia's gonna quit. Ro, can you talk to Nia? I said, yeah, I can talk to her. And then when you came, you were open to come and you was open to learn. And you was like, okay, I'm gonna give it one more chance. I said, just give it just one more chance because you can make money in this. You were talented. When you first came in, I was like, oh, this girl got talent. Like she got, because I have mentored people that don't, they're not as good as they think they are. Right.
And that's one thing I appreciate is that you actually wanted to see me grow.
100%.
And that's what made me want to quit because I was in a situation where they wanted me to stay stagnant. They wanted me to be assistant forever. And they were fine with that.
Yeah, a lot of people are fine with that because what happens is that it builds the company, but it doesn't build the people.
Right.
Yeah.
And the company is only as strong as the leader.
Yeah.
I'm learning that now. This long 30 years, because when I first came into this business, I had no business training at all. I came out of beauty school, moved to New York. I came here to be in show business. I ain't come in here to be doing no hair, but somebody said it was a good idea for me to have a salon. So that's why I had a salon. But for you seemed like you wanted to do it. You just needed some guidance.
Yeah, and I remember you saying to me, like, oh, if you're going to do this, you got to be serious. You got to be ready.
It's like the army. Yeah. It's really like the army. Like, how much can you get done before 12 o'clock? Like, seriously done. Because my day is half done. And I have clients calling me all the time. I want to come early. Well, what's early for you? 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock is not early, ma'am. I'm sorry.
You're only 4 hours in.
What?
Right.
4 hours in, 10 people gone. What are you talking about? But 11 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my experience with Rochelle was indirectly because I was Lucy's assistant at first. So when I was like on the other side of the room, so looking at Rochelle, I was like, oh my gosh, she has all these clients at 7 o'clock, like 10 people at 7 a.m. I was like, thank God I'm not her assistant because I would have quit a long time ago.
You said that?
I would have quit on you.
You would have quit on me?
Definitely. So when I decided to do my own chair, I was like, okay. I started out doing commission. So Rochelle was like, you have all these clients. Why are you doing commission? Like, this makes no sense. You're like giving me half your money, basically. So I was like, you're right. So that helped me branch off to my own thing. That's how we started our relationship. So she pushed me. And Lucy too. So thank y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, listen, and that's another thing, a whole nother pigeonhole. I wasn't interested in being a boss anymore. I'm not interested in that. Because like this one, she don't know she in the eagle's nest. I'm going to push her ass right out when I feel like she's ready. I'm pushing your ass out. I don't want no forever assistant. Because I'm going to tell you, I have had an assistant. She was my assistant forever. And it just turned into a real bad situation. Because it's gonna become a time where you doing this and you're like, I want to make more money. I want to do this. I want to buy a car and a house and a this and a that. And you have to make more money for that. And you're not going to be able to make that much more money as my assistant.
Right.
I will prefer to coach you into what is it going to take for you to make more money than for me to pigeonhole you into being my assistant. I would never do that. And you're great. You're fantastic. All you girls were fantastic. You were, but not fantastic enough for me to want to be your boss forever. That's not my dream. That's not. I will prefer to be a coach and a mentor and push these young people to make it in this industry. That's my passion. So you getting out. I'm just letting you know. It's only a matter of time. So pick up and learn as much as you possibly can, so that when you get out there on your own, it's no stone unturned. like I learned this, I learned that. I can speak, I can count, I can do my numbers. You know, I'm W-2 for my own company. All of those things is I want you to be able to sustain yourself on your own.
I just want to add to that because I think, you know, I've always worked retail, district, you know, level, corporate. But when you think about the business acumen on your level, on, you know, when we own in our own business, and that's something that I'm going to say you're already setting us up for that.
Right.
Because you have those type of conversations. And some people don't understand that is a difference between a leader and a manager. Two different things. A leader, you walk into the room, you can already see they're in the room. They have presence. A manager is someone that you train. You can train someone to manage, but you cannot train someone to be a leader. And I think when you have all of us working with you, you're training us. You're training us to do these things, but we're already leading because we have to be reactive working with you, to your point. When you get home, she's like, yeah, those 10 clients are sitting there. I would have left. But your body, it takes a hold of your body. But in that moment, you are already a leader because you have to make these reactive decisions.
Right.
So you're already training us, and I'm saying training us and developing us into that role down that avenue.
Right.
So you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You know, and it can be a little overwhelming when you see all them damn clients sitting there. You're like, my back gonna be hurting me tonight. You know, by the time you get home, your body is hurting.
Yeah.
But I can say you're already preparing us, and you're going to be prepared, and you're gonna know when it's your time.
Right.
So I just wanted to just add that.
I agree with all you girls. And I've been with Rochelle the longest, since 99. What's that, 24 years? I can count. I told you. See? And it's so crazy because I came from a salon in the Bronx I was working at for 4 years, and there was a boss that wasn't a boss. So, you know, I was working commission, but there was no growth. Like whatever styles I did that was new, I had to look in a magazine or this or that. I had to teach myself how to cut better. I had to teach myself because even the other stylists there weren't great stylists. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really learn from them. You know what I mean? So me coming to Salon 804 in 99 was amazing because it was about 8 stylists, but I could say Rochelle took me under her wing. Like she snatched me from the girl I came with. Snatched me from the girl I came with, and she was like, "No, Lucy, you can do that. You can do that." Someone would walk in, would come in. Oh, Lucy could do that. Oh, she can do that, and she can do. And seriously, somebody asked me what I can do. What can I do this to their hair today? Yes, I can. I think I can do everything.
Absolutely.
Because Rochelle, I can say, and 2 other people in the salon just helped groom me into a person that didn't quite believe in herself, but now I know myself. It's a difference between believing and knowing. Knowing is knowing, and believing you still have doubt. I don't believe in myself. I know myself, and I can and I can say that comfortably. You know, now in this 2023, you get what I'm saying? So. Just work, I'll talk to you, just working with you, and y'all know I'm an emotional person.
I know.
Has helped develop me professionally, mentally, and emotionally, and socially. I can honestly say, and I really can say, that I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you didn't pigeonhole me. I dead ass was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm really not. Like, I paid attention to all the rules. I did all the things. I wore black. I did.
How hard it was
for everybody to wear black. It's like a disease. I'm like, I don't understand. But
like, it was wearing black and paying your rent
on time. And I do both those things. And it's a development kind of situation. And I don't want to even imagine where I would be in my life if I didn't leave AJ's Unisex in the Bronx. I don't even want to imagine. I would still be there. You get what I'm saying? I would still be there, and I would still have, like, I would be stagnant until I pushed out. You get what I'm saying? But I also was like, I don't want my own salon at this time. Me, having the Lucina Richardson Group umbrella and doing things under that was great for me, and is great for me because I was like, this is like being a child, having a child. I don't have any children. I do not want this.
It is.
I do not want this. It's too much. At the time, it was too much responsibility that I wasn't ready for. I just wasn't. But, we all take lessons from the days of learning. And if you open yourself up to learn something new every day, your growth will be there regardless of what. So I appreciate you. And I appreciate all you ladies. Like, seriously. It's hard working with a lot of people. And you don't get to choose the people that you work with. I don't get to choose the people that I work with as much as I want to. As much as I put a bug in her ear and be like, don't hire her. But you guys are great.
Yeah, it's like over the years, right, of me owning a salon and working with so many different stylists and so many different people. It's like I always felt like I was running, right? And then it's like I don't know if I'm running from something, if I'm running towards something. So I realize now that I've been running towards something. And I feel like it was just a stepping stone for me to get to this point now. Because I said I want to mentor millions of girls. How am I going to mentor millions of girls? It's only like I only know this area, I only know these people. But then social media has allowed us to be able to, reach people all over the world. Right. So this is the platform that I'm choosing. This is what I'm running towards. And I'm just happy that you guys came here to talk about this. And talk about me, because you don't really get to see yourself. It's like when you enter a room, the only person that don't see you is you. Everybody, unless you look in the mirror, right. So nobody can see. You don't see what everybody else see, right? And then I wanted to hear it. I wanted you guys talk to me before y'all be talking over me, and lay it over me. Because we don't think about that time, and we don't really think that far about things, but it'll become a day. And I wanted to hear what y'all saying. I don't want to be laying there and I know what they saying about me.
But you want to know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Because years ago, and like I said, I met her when I was 15. Someone would say that, like the first impression. Someone would say like, she's not that nice. Like, do you know her? Like, like when we think about like the pros and the cons, sometimes we think about perception and what somebody might perceive. So to your point that you said, when you walk into the room, you don't see what everyone else sees. No. And a lot of people probably felt that way. Like, she's not approachable. She's a beautiful woman, but is she approachable? And until you get to know her, you would know that she's definitely approachable. And I think that that's also growth for you. Right. Because to see you then and to see you now is transitional, right? Right, Lucy?
But most people that don't know me don't like me.
Right. No, but that's...
Most people.
But you got to understand, that's just a picture.
Yeah.
It's just a perception. Like, is she nice or is she not nice? How you working for her? You working with her? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, I'm working with her. What you mean? But that's perception. So the way you might see yourself or you didn't see yourself now is totally different. It's growth. And you're paying attention to those things too because you can identify it.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I was like, oh, she mean. And I was like, nah, she funny as hell. Rochelle is funny. She be having us in the shop rolling with her stories.
I keep
of
telling
Charlie
people
and
I'm
Chance.
funny.
She's hilarious.
I keep telling people thank you. Because I keep telling people I'm funny. But they don't believe me.
Yeah.
I've been saying that.
Definitely. I definitely will say she is hilarious, especially she don't even have to say nothing and it'd be funny. It'd just be the looks. It'd be like that one eyebrow.
Like
what eyebrow? Like that one eyebrow. But like the perception is everything because when I got back into the salon, I was out of the salon for like about 3 years, I think it was. And you know, at the time where Rochelle was working in Jersey, I knew the owner, and she was like, "Oh, I know I got this person working here. You know, she has a spot here, and she's just great." And da da da. She's telling me all these great things about her, and I never met her until one day I see this tall chocolate bald head thing come through that salon, and I'm looking like, that's her right there. Oh, sure, okay. And then, you know, she's about her business, so she getting right to work. And, you know, something in me was like, you know what? I should ask her for some tips, because I see what type of style she's doing and stuff. You know, let me see. I'm like, you know, so I went up to her like, excuse me, hi, you know, you know, I do short hair, you know, I cut hair, and you think maybe you give me some tips or something. She was like, yeah, sure, no problem. What you doing? What you got going on?
Right.
You want to be an assistant? You want to be my assistant?
Give you a job.
And I was like,
Sure. I called Lucy. No,
listen.
I called Lucy. I said, Lucy, is this girl working in here? I'm gonna ask her to work with me. And she was like, ask her. I said, no, she's not doing anything now. She said, and I said, you mind helping me? You mind working with me? He was like, well, sure. Because the thing is that I don't realize who knows me, right? But I do understand how people act, know that they have heard something about me, and the reason why it's like a weird vibe. And it's like whatever you heard, it may be true, but it may not be true.
Right.
So let's talk about it. Because you want to ask me a question about something. You know, I always get that weird vibe from people. And I'm like, you can talk to me. I'm not a ghost. Like, you know, like right here. You know, and I think that people look at what you do. And they say, oh, she was on this. She was on the Dr. Lovely. She did this, that. And it's like, okay, yeah, but I'm still like a person. I'm not like... You know, I'm. You can touch me. You can say hi. You can, you know, ask me. And I'm gonna tell you something. People that are doing very well, that's very successful, they want you to ask them.
Right.
They want to tell you what they did. Always want to tell you. So don't never feel uncomfortable if you see somebody and you want to know about their work and what they're doing, especially people that's in your industry. We are really, really quick. If we got time, we're going to sit and talk to you, or take my Instagram or take my email, send me an email. We want to tell you. Most of us, and I'm going to tell you, because I've met a lot of stylists. I met some very well-known stylists that not that approachable because they too Hollywood. Then I've met a lot of them that want to tell you stuff. And they have learned how to monetize their stuff. Right. What I want to talk to you guys about. They have learned how to monetize it. So it's not that they're being mean, that they don't want to tell you at the club or at the bar or wherever they see you, because they have learned how to monetize it. So now you got to pay for them to tell you what they're doing and how to do it and this and that. Right? So everything that everybody is doing, Unique has started monetizing, you know, her classes and things that she do. I see you learn how to monetize it. Nia, you know, you have your products that you learning how to monetize what you do. And then Lucy has her things that she's doing, and Javelle doing her classes. All this stuff is just learning how to monetize it. So when we seeing these people and they doing all these things, it was like, oh, it's this class I want to take. It's $10,000 to take this class. I ain't ready. She not ready.
Right. Right.
Ready. But when I get ready, then I'll definitely do it. Yeah. So what has been the most difficult thing you guys have encountered over the time that you've been away from the salon and that you're in the salon?
I feel like for me, it's dealing with different clients. Like, you're dealing with so many personalities, and I feel like some people come with unrealistic expectations. And I feel like you have to, you know, sometimes, like, as soon as they come in, you gotta let them know, like, what's going on with their hair, so you can, like, already give them an idea of what, you know, they can get done. And it's just like, sometimes people will try to flip, like, their situation onto you and make it seem like it's your fault that you can't provide the service they want, when really it's just not realistic for what they have. And, you know, just dealing with those type of people, because they they can be problematic, and it's a little scary for
Right.
me, at least, because you know I'm introverted.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's the only thing for me is just dealing with different personalities.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how I deal with different personalities. All money ain't meant to be made, and you have to be completely transparent with people. I know we had conversations about, Ro, what should I say? What should I say? The client sent me this email or this text. Be 100% transparent with them. You cannot get this because you don't have edges.
And some people
Or
just
you
don't
can't
want to
get
hear
this
it.
because you can't do the middle. I'm not the stylist for you. I just recently, the first time in my career, 30 years, I had to pull a client to the back, and I said, "Let me speak to you for a minute." I've never done this before. I said, "Let me speak to you for a minute." I said, "I don't think I'm the stylist for you." She said, "What happened? What happened?" I said, "It's too much going on. You're talking too much. It's too much going on." I said, "I can't. I have anxiety. I can't do it." And I was completely transparent with her. She calmed all the way down. All the way. She went all the way on mute. She ain't say nothing else. She would have thought she was at the damn Beyonce concert. Mute. She ain't say nothing else. Did she?
No.
Because she wanted me to do her hair, and I wanted to do her hair, but I could not do it in that under those circumstances. I couldn't.
Yeah.
So you have to take control of your chair, 100%. And if it's not worth it, because if the hairstyle $100, $150, whatever, is it worth the headache?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't want to pay, and
That
then when
too.
they don't, and
That
then
too.
once they pay, and they feel like they paid too much. Everything
whole
is
nother
wrong with
problem.
it.
Yeah.
Everything is wrong
right.
with it. Oh, you cut it too short. Or the ponytail too high. It's too low. The braids too tight. This, that, and the third. No, you have to take control of your chair and just let them know straight up. I can't. I'm not the stylist for you, but I might can refer you to someone.
Yeah.
I do it to Lucy all the time. I send them people right to her, cause she got all that for them. And if she don't, she'll say, "Listen, I can't do this or whatever." But you have to speak up and just tell them. And there's nothing wrong with that, Nia. It's nothing
Yeah,
wrong
that's
with
something I'm
that.
getting better at, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nothing wrong with it. I don't care how much money you need to make for that day. It's not worth the headache. True. It's not worth the headache. What about you, Nia?
I think you guys nailed it because it's about energy, and I also feel like, as you gain the experience, my experience is somewhere else, but it's still dealing with people.
Right. Yeah.
So coming into this business, I'm ready for them. Girl, you have to be realistic though.
Yeah.
Some people might come in and say, I want this full volume set. And I'm like, you have 3 lashes from the lash technician that you went to prior to me. How am I going to give you the fullness? You only have 3 lashes, but I'm not going to take your money. I have to be realistic with you. Like, I can get you here. Maybe next time I can get you where you want to be, but just not today. But it's really the energy when people come in, and it also interrupt your day because you can come in, you say, good morning this morning, and you ready, and they hey, sometimes they don't even want to speak. And you're like, well, good morning to you too. Yeah. And I think also they have to also understand that, you're a business owner, right? You can make the decision of not doing their hair or servicing them, so I think that it's just having that comfortability with knowing that, you're not going to stand for that. You have expectations too. Even though you're trying to provide the best service, that's how I feel, providing the best service, but I still have expectations too, and respect goes both ways.
Yeah.
I feel like you could be intentional about your day.
That's right.
Walk into the salon or whatever space that you're in and be intentional on the day that you want to have. And if someone is interrupting that day, whichever way you want to go, then you're going to have to make a decision. You just have to make that decision and stand on it. I realized the other day when somebody said that I cut their bang lopsided or whatever, I said to myself and to them, getting a service is a human experience. We are human beings. We're not robots. Your hair's not going to look the same every week. When I do it, it's not going to look exactly the same. I'm not a robot. You don't put your head in a machine and you're going to get these same 5 curls. It's not, I fixed it, but it's just not going to happen.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I said, when you get a service, you're getting a human experience. We make mistakes. As long as we are not gonna, as long as we own up to it and we respect and we're respectable and respected in the same manner, then everything should be cool.
Right.
You
don't argue with someone for a mistake that you made. Because you may not have seen it at that moment. But when she come back in, don't act like you don't see her bangs cricket. You see it. Just fix it. It's like, oh my God, I thought I had, whatever. And sometimes people like to do this, lean their head to the side. And you think that you're doing the bob straight, and then you look at it from the front, and it's like this because she's holding her head to the side. So just own up to what it is. Like she said, it's a human experience, and it's okay I fucked up.
Right.
As long as you fix it.
Yeah, it's all right.
So mine is similar to Nia's. It's definitely the expectations, and they come with like a picture. I want my hair to look like this, and it's like, I can't do that because you're not her. That's not you.
That's not
your hair texture is different.
Right.
Go to her if you want it to be just like that. I can't do that, but I'm gonna do the best I can. With what you got.
Right.
So it's definitely
Right. And I what I also experience is that a client will get in your chair, and she will definitely give you all the business that she didn't give the last person that really messed her hair up.
That's right.
All the business.
Amen.
And that's where that comes into play again, where you have to take control of the chair. This is what's going to happen. This is what I'm going to do. This is also what I'm not going to do.
Right.
And be okay with it. Be okay with them leaving. Because
I've had people try to come to me and talk to me as if they know more than me. So I'm just like, why did you come to me then if you know it all?
You should have got your sister to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Yeah.
YouTube University.
But I love the fact that you could pick and choose your clients.
You
like,
can.
That's the best part. I don't have to.
You can.
That. And it's okay. Like, all money's not good money.
You can.
It's okay.
Right? You can. And when you figure out what your market is, and I know for me, my market is the working woman. Right? My market is not everybody. Because I don't care if your service is $2. If you're not a working woman, you're not going to be able to afford it. Then I'm got to go down to $1.50. Now I got to be $1. Now it's 99 cents. Now before you finish, you're going to be doing 10 cents. And it's like, okay, I still can't afford it. That's not your market. That's not the type of people that you should be talking to or looking at. So everybody got to know their market, whatever it is. And if you don't know your market now, you got to figure it out.
Right. But even if you dive deeper, that's probably why your clients is always on time. Like most of your clients is on time.
Yeah, they are. Because they got stuff to do.
Right. They got things to do.
Well, my 7 o'clock people, my 7 a.m. people, they are there at 7 a.m. Because they got to be to work at 9 o'clock.
Right.
It's like, I'm not going to be here all day. And just like when I come to you, I can set my clock. I'm going to be finished in an hour. I can be to where I got to be at in 30 minutes from after I get my lashes done.
Right.
And I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. All that dragging your feet, all that. Anybody got no time for that.
Right.
I think for me, my difficulty would be just like I'm a pleaser, right? So like I naturally have this thing in me where like my customer service has to be A1. It got to be on top. I got to make sure I do all the greatest things to match like my pricing. A lot of people, if they hear my pricing for my services, they're like, oh my God, it's so high. That's too much. And it's just like, I could go, well, you go somewhere else, but are you going to still get that same experience?
Right.
My experiences, I try to not just make you have an appointment, I make you have an experience. So that right there is a lot of I don't want to say stress, but it's a lot mentally because I'm so on top of that, and I want to make sure that my clients understand the reason why you're coming to me. And then once I'm done with the clients, it's kind of like, whoo, all right, okay. I need some time for me. I don't even want to talk to nobody. I don't even want to, like, you know, my kid is talking to me and I'm just like, girl, I love you, but I really don't want to hear you right now. I done did that for however, you know. So I think that's one of the difficulties, and that might be with a lot of stylists. It's just, well, who cares about customer service? Because, you know, there are stylists out there that don't care. But if you care about your business, you care about, you know, how people view you, how your clients view. If you care about retention, you know,
It's a lot of energy.
It's a lot of energy. That energy you got to give up it's a lot. It's a lot. Mentally, emotionally, physically, it's a lot. So I'll say that.
It is a lot, and we are everything. It's like for a lot of people, we are everything.
Right.
We are their hairstylist. We're their doctor. We're their
Therapist.
psychiatrist. Their therapist. Their travel guide. They're this, they're that, and they're this. And when people say, well, that costs so much, but you're not just getting a style. You're getting all of me.
Right.
Because you have 21 questions and I need to answer all of them.
That don't have nothing to do with your hair.
Right.
It's the experience.
Right. It's an experience.
Yeah,
It's
it
an
is an
experience.
experience.
You are going to leave the salon, I know for a fact. You're going to leave my chair knowing so many more things other than your hair.
100%.
Right.
Other than your hair. Even if you don't just get it from me, you're going to get it from Rochelle. You're going to get it from Javelle. You're going to get it from Alex. We are an experience. The whole salon, I feel like, is an experience.
Right.
And I love when clients, even new clients, old clients, just come in and they say, oh, this feels like home. Oh, I feel so comfortable here. Oh, this, oh, that. I'm glad.
That's why we had to take the TV out. Because they feel like they too at home.
Yeah, they ain't want to leave.
They don't got
They go get their dinner after they got their hair done.
Come back.
Go
and
get
sit
cocktails,
down,
go get
chit-chat.
champagne and chicken for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, Oh, I gotta watch my picture before. No,
Before I go home.
Before you had to watch it before you couldn't record it,
Right.
baby. I said when we moved to this new place, the lady had the TV in there. I said we don't need no
Take
TV.
that down.
Take the TV down.
Take that right down.
We don't need no
that.
TV.
But Alex, you also have to find a balance.
Right.
Because you don't need 1-2 people to suck all your energy where you don't have anything for yourself.
Right.
Not just for your kid, but for yourself.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not saying tone it down or anything like. I'm just saying find a balance.
Yes.
Because you need you.
Right.
And I need you right now.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus.
For real. Because you don't even know how much I prayed. I said, oh my God, I can't wait till Alice quit her job.
Baby.
I talked her. I said, think about this.
into
If I paid you this, and that, I said, would you be making more money than you make at your job? She said, well, yeah. I would. I said, would it help you out? I was talking my ass off. I was like, I said, you should really consider, coming to work with me.
Right.
You should really consider that, Alex. And she was like, I'll think about it. And I don't know. Did they need me? I was like, I need you.
Like, I was trying not to get rid of Javelle I promise you. And it's not because I wasn't pigeonholing her at all. I really wasn't. I was like, no, you could do this. I was totally like, do this. While.
Yes.
Working for me while. Because, this new age. And then it was right after COVID. It was right after the pandemic. And no one wanted to work. No, nobody. I couldn't get. No one wanted to assist, and then the new assistants wanted to do shampoo and be like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Tired from what? What are you tired from?
I'm telling you, that sink
seriously,
get you.
No, it gets you. And I, like me having to shampoo my own clients. That's torture. That's torture. But shampoo and style and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
My back was killing me plenty of days, but I did not want to get rid of Javelle. And I just kept pushing the time back. I was like, Javelle, please, nobody's answering these ads. Like, seriously, come on, please. I was like, what time you need to leave? What time can you begin? What time? And then she was like, Lucy, I said, all right, I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm just gonna have to do it. But I really did not. No, it's really hard. Yeah. It's hard to find a good person to work with you. Seriously, that
it's very hard.
Can appreciate what you're teaching them. That can shampoo like you like to rap, a wave that want to learn how to do all these things to assist you.
That come to your free class.
Right. Come to your free. She was the only one. We coming on Tuesday on our day off. She the only one
coming to the free class.
To come to the free class.
I'm like, hold on. We taking our day. I said, hold on. We used to go to Houston's on Monday.
On Tuesday.
We usually go shopping, cocktail, lounges. This is busting a hole in our whole freaking Monday to do a free class these heifers.
And they want to come.
And ain't nobody coming?
Except for Javelle.
Except for Javelle was the only one who came to the free class. I said, I can't even believe this. I said, oh, I'm done with this. I said, this girl right now do finger waves.
Right.
We over. This is over. This is over. The person who came learned what we was teaching.
Got it.
We good. Let's move on and let's teach her privately.
Right.
Because these heifers ain't even coming to the free class. How do you do that? Where do you do that at? Yeah. And look, talking about that's segue right into momentum, right? How do you keep your momentum? And I was just thinking about how have I been able to keep my momentum over these past 30 years? And what I realized is that I'm always coming up with something new. Always coming up with something new. I always got a new way to make your hair feel. I always got a new way. I'm always opening myself up to new products, and I'm not afraid. I used to be afraid. Like, I'm only using this. I'm only using that. You know, I change my color. I change conditioners all the time, right, Alex? I change stuff. I even have her going to the store. Let's see what's new. Let's see what's going on new, because technology has changed.
Yes.
And it's a paradigm going on. Paradigm is everything you thought was true. It's not anymore. Right. The paradigm shift is shifting all the time. Yeah. So I know for me, I've just been keeping abreast with what's going on with new products, bringing new things to the table. So what about you guys? How are you able to keep the momentum going? Because when you have the momentum going, you have to know what it is, because when it's not going, you're not going to know how to fix it.
Right. I think it's like going back old school, like the way Lucy said, looking in the magazines, being involved in a trend. Also, being a creator, because you have to like dive into those things, because everything changes.
Right.
I can speak to, the beauty far as lashes. Like, everyone went and got a classic set. Now everybody want mega volume. They want cat eye mega volume. They want, volume. They want, it's so many different variables in what you're doing. So I think you have to pretty much stay in trend, but you also have to ask questions, because a lot of us are afraid, and a lot of us think, oh, we in competition. You only in competition with yourself. Right. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be inspired by you, no matter what it is. It can be your hair. It can be your nails. It can be your lipstick. Whatever it is, I'm inspired. So I think for me, it's just diving into what's happening, and when we think about color, how sometimes people come in and they're like, yeah, I want, this, and this. And you're like, I don't know about the features in your mind. You're like, your features, it's not really going to compliment you.
It's not going to be flattering.
It's not going to be flattering.
It's still antiquated.
Right.
It's going to make you look a little,
a little different, But you also have to be mature. Right.
Yeah.
But you have to dive into those things and be transparent. And I think with me diving into different trends, it helps me with that. Right. It also helps me with my confidence and able to deliver that. Because sometimes, to your point, when they say, oh, I want this and I want that, and you're like, I don't really know if I'm going to be able to deliver. But if I'm in trend, I can say, well, I've seen these different type of eyes, these different type of looks, and then I can execute it. So I would say that would be, just staying in line with trends.
Right. But what about you, Lou?
Oh,
the momentum. How are you able? How will you
keep the momentum?
Keep the momentum going.
What's amazing is that I work with other people.
Right.
So if I didn't see something new, someone else saw something new.
Right.
And we have conversations amongst ourselves. Or I'll be on Instagram, or I'll look or see something, and I can do that.
Right.
I can figure that out, because you have to be creative in this business.
Right. You have to.
In the beauty business, period. So this is artwork. So art changes all the time as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know and I feel that I can do these different things because I saw it done, but I think I can do that, and I might be able to do it better or just differently.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And hopefully it won't take as long because I'm not a speedy person. Everyone knows that. And I take my time. A lot of times it's too long, but as long as the product comes out the way the client and I wanted to, then it's not too long.
Okay.
But yeah, like just being around other people helps.
Right.
Like I know it's hard for that. It's harder for you, and it's harder for you because you guys are in your studios alone.
Right.
So, but what's so great is that also you guys have somebody to call.
We live through y'all.
Right.
Oh.
Right. You guys have somebody
Sometimes
to call.
I wish I was still in the salon
I
with
know.
you guys.
And I would say for you too.
But come by. Come by.
Yeah, but I also would say for you too is also, you know, take a class on something new, something that you saw new that you don't know how to do. Take a class, at least 2 classes a year on something new. At least 2. I was trying to make that mandatory for hairstylists at one time, and it just kind of backfired on me. You know, people had license for 40 years and paid $30 and just get a new license. So much stuff has changed, you know, over the years, and people don't know, and the Albany don't really care about what you're learning, so you have to go out and get that education on your own.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. Like advanced cutting, I did classes on advanced cutting and top wig making. You know, things that interest me and things that I think could, you know, bring some more business and have fun.
Right.
Like I don't want to do hair and I'm not having a good time.
Right.
Just creating a different style is amazing to me. I just have a good time doing it. So that really helps. Loving what you do helps your creativity, helps continue the momentum. Yes, it really does.
Right.
For me, especially because I'm a little different from everyone on this panel. One, because not only like I have clientele, but I'm you know, an assistant, and I'm also a cosmetology educator, and I always encourage those like students in beauty school, you know, once you're done with beauty school, if you really love what you do, you know, go back and get a license to teach, because with that it makes you have to learn, because as an educator, one, you're an educator, so you have to teach them the new things, and 2, in order for you to keep your license, you have to. So, you know, it keeps you on your toes. And then with that, also, your students teach you. My students taught me a lot. Like, you know, I taught them a lot, but because they're so like YouTube University starters, and, you know, they're watching Instagram and all the trends and things like that. So they're like, Miss A, you know, how do you do this? And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, okay, I like that. Well, this is how they did it, and this is what it has to be done, and things like that. And then it allows me to come back to Rochelle and say, hey, Rochelle, you know, that's why I learned something, you know, maybe we should do this, and maybe we should do it like this. As in this business, the education evolves. It is always upgrading.
Right.
So like when it comes to color, I as much as I love Rochelle, and I try to like give her things, but I already feel like she already knows everything in the world. I don't. So and you know, she's human, of course, but that's just me. It's just me and my thought process of how awesome I think she is and things like that. But you know, I know a lot of things that might not be, you know, what she's used to from doing whatever, you know, because you get used to doing certain things.
Just get used to it.
You know, so I try to like, you know, implement my little things like, well, hey, how about you try this? How about we do this? And you know what? I was in Salon Centric and I did see this and I saw this. You want to try this? And things like that. So that's my momentum. And then, you know, I have Lucy over here. She's always like, I love like watching her work and like her paying attention to details. So for me, my momentum is like, yeah, you know, that curl that she did right there, I gotta figure it out. So I'll stare. And that's me. I'm staring at everybody. Yeah, I stare all the time. Like, you know, Lucy, I'm like, yeah, Lucy, I know that you did something. She like, I like the fact that you just be watching. And I'm like, I like to stare. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, that's exactly how you learn.
Shoot,
That's
even
exactly
for
how you
Javelle.
learn.
I mean, I watch Javelle work.
No,
I'm
we have
like-
people. We've had girls come in there and they sit in the back and be on their phone while we up here working, and then they bored to death because that's really not what they want to do.
Right.
It's not what they want to do. They're not really looking to grow into this field. They're just looking for the 5 o'clock, the time that they said they have to leave for what reason I don't know.
Right.
That you gotta leave the salon at 5 o'clock. I'm like, oh, okay. So somebody told them that. I don't know what. Are they teaching in the schools now?
No, not at all. It's so funny because sometimes I get asked like, you be here till like 9 o'clock. I'm like,
Well,
yeah, it's work.
I
Like,
get paid by the hour. I get paid by the hour. I want to be here 14 hours so I know how much money I'm gonna get. And tips? Are you kidding me? And I got a daughter. A lot of those kids live at home.
Right.
A lot of people live at home with their parents. They don't really have no reason to be out, and they're not looking to leave. They're not looking to build. They're not looking to do any of that stuff. They just got a job because their mama told them they got to do something. And that's a lot. That's why a lot of kids wind up in beauty school.
Yes, I hear that a lot.
And because the mama said, you gotta do something. And then they think they're gonna come out of beauty school being these rock star hairstylists, and it just don't work like that.
No. Yeah.
That's not how it works.
That's not real life.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not realistic at all. And then talk about unrealistic expectations. That is one of them. You cannot. No, you don't go to beauty school because you ain't got nothing else to do.
Right.
No, it ain't. It don't work like that. Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
They really want to run.
Yeah.
So my clients keep me going. Because, braid styles, they change damn near every day. It's a different
Every day.
style.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I got to
Keep
if
it
y'all
going.
send me this picture one more time. So like, okay, I have to.
I see you stuff all the time.
all the time.
Me too.
Yes. So it's like I have to learn the style. So once I get it, I practice on my mannequin. Okay, all right, I think I got it. I think I got this. So
Okay.
that's when I do my clients, and they're like, "Oh my God, you did what I wanted." I'm like, yes, I did. But I practiced.
Right.
You still won't do what I want you to do.
No, because she want ankle braids and shit.
Okay.
And I also do take classes, like braiding classes. Like I learned how to do stitch braids from a braiding class. A bunch of stuff. I've learned stuff from Lucy. I got asked Lucy for tips. Like how can I make this different? How can I do this, tweak this? And she'll tell me, like,
Okay.
and Rochelle too.
Yeah. So the last question before we leave is, what have you guys created?
It's over.
It's almost over.
Fun.
What have you guys created since you guys been away from the salon, or since you've been in the salon? What have you created for your business to propel yourself forward?
I have to actually think about that. What have I done?
What have you
I
created?
would have had my thing on me right now.
Oh, where is it?
It's in my bag. Let me
Did
grab
you
it.
get it? Yeah.
Am I going?
Yeah. You can go first.
So I have created a hair growth oil. I've been working on this for I would say 8 months now. At first I was making it homemade. I struggle with, dry scalp, and I was looking for a product that helps with hair growth. So over the years, I've been trying so many different products. I'm like, all right, this ingredient works, this one doesn't. So I was able to formulate my own formula for the hair growth oil. And then I decided to work with a manufacturer, and I made it official. And this is it. It's the organic hair elixir.
Congrats. Congrats.
Yes. We'll be releasing soon.
Fantastic.
Get one before we leave.
You know
Didn't
you
bring
should
it
have brought her for me. I know I'm getting one.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Unique, you have created something. I saw you doing classes.
Yes, I do classes. I do lash classes. I also teach in schools in New York, in the Bronx, charter schools for high schoolers.
Oh, cool.
So I'm pretty excited about that because I can, teach the business acumen as well. And I'm very big on that. I'm really big on the business acumen because we have to have strategies, and we have to have goals, and we have to have plans. You have to set that plan per day. So I'm extremely excited, and hopefully, inshallah, this year I will continue on in next year.
Lucina. Oh,
Oh, good.
what have you?
So I created a braiding class.
Okay.
I had two already. It was fun. I loved it because I started braiding when I was maybe 12, maybe younger. Like I was doing my own hair, then I started doing my cousin's hair, and the brand showed us something bigger. So I wanted to teach young girls how to braid because it's a great technique to learn.
Right.
It's always money in it, no matter where you go. There's always money.
College,
right?
Anywhere you go.
It's a great skill to have. So that's what I wanted to do.
And I like seeing you do it too. And you were so happy, excited,
I
getting all your stuff
was.
together. But you go from not talking to everybody. That's
I love it.
that is
I had to get out
amazing.
my comfort zone because being in the comfort zone was getting me nowhere.
I love it.
So I had
That's
to.
good.
Love it.
I need to get
I
out of mine.
love it. I love it. And because whenever y'all doing anything, and for me too, when you start feeling comfortable, it's time to get uncomfortable. Like how are you going to stretch your wings? How are you going to take one baby step? Long as it's a step, a baby step is a step.
Right.
One baby step forward so you can spread your wings and do something different. So you got to get out your comfort zone. And I know you like being comfortable. But I got you though.
You know, I'm not afraid of being uncomfortable. I'm not really like a afraid person. Certain things, y'all know. I'm not gonna say it on the thing, but I guess for me, what I created was just an avenue of just passion. I created a passion, an avenue for passion, not just for myself, but also like for my sister too. Like, you know, I get my confidence built at work, and then I come home and I be like, girl, come on, you can do this, you got this, let's do this, you know, like hence like, you know, she's very, very talented, like with her earrings, which I'm wearing today. Yeah, you know, I built that, and I've also, you know, got the confidence to want to kind of like, I guess, be bigger than what I am now. And I gained that from being with you guys.
Okay.
You know, every day I'm thinking of how can I be bigger? How can I be better? You know, me and you had a conversation just the other day of like, well, what do you want to do? You know, and I was like, well, you know, I'm big on teaching, and like I want to do that. Like, how can I do that? So when I got on board with you, leaving my other job, excuse me. I was like, you know what? I don't really need that job to do what I love to do. I can do that by monetizing what I love to do.
Right.
So it's just a matter of doing it. And I just feel like I'm in a space where not only can I do that, but I like to help people grow. So I want to help you grow. 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 That completes me, you know, and it's just, I guess, passion. I guess I created passion.
Yeah.
Well, I've created a lot of things. I got 2 minutes. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I created a lot of things over the years, but besides hair, one I'm truly passionate about is Juicy Lucy.
Yes, Bill.
Here she goes. Nia's drinking a sip because I didn't have a bottle for her, but so Juicy Lucy started with the one Unique has, which is the vodka-based citrus punch, and Rochelle has a wine-based, and these two young ladies have my new champagne splash, and I'm drinking a pineapple margarita, and we're just... I love Juicy Lucy because I feel like Juicy brings joy.
Yes.
So that's always my intention in life, is to bring people joy, whatever I'm doing. So if Juicy could do it while I'm not in the room, so here we are.
Well, let's do a toast.
Oh, yes, yes.
I do my shit.
So we toasted too.
Yeah. More money.
Yes.
Less problems.
Yes.
And beauty, business, and banking.
Cheers.
You ladies are awesome. Oh my goodness. I love it.
Okay. So I know since you guys been with me, I've been talking about money. And I know that you guys are a little annoyed when I ask you guys, are you saving? Are you doing all the things? that I talk about. But I'm talking to you guys about the money because one day you're going to be older, right? And if you, when you think about it now, because you're young and you have to say, okay, I got my older self depending on my younger self to do the right thing. So can you say that you are doing the right thing to date? Be honest.
I could be honest. I could be honest.
But will you?
Yeah. I could be honest. I can say that I am doing the things that I need to do.
What are those things?
So I have set up multiple accounts. I've set up account where it's just investing like in stock and things like that. I have another account where it's like a later account. So it's like with my 401k plan on my IRA. That's pretty much untouchable. And then I have like another account that is set up for, just savings, just to have money. And like, if I needed to dip into it, I could without any type of penalties, without any type of, but I try not to touch that. I have it where it's set up where it's just automatically just sent there every Monday. Cause I know like, if I get, if I'm doing clients or if I get paid weekly, a certain amount of money gets sent to that account.
Okay.
I kind of forget about it so that I don't touch it. But if I do need to, it's available. But my other accounts, they're really untouchable. I don't even look at those accounts to even bother with those. So I can't say I'm doing that. I do want to be better in the sense of I want to put more money into there and
Into where?
into all the accounts.
Okay.
All the accounts.
So what's more? If you don't mind me asking, do you have at least $1,000 in your savings, the one that you can touch?
As of today, no.
Okay. So that's the first thing.
Yeah.
That you want to have at least $1,000 in that, and then go to the other stuff.
Yes, I do. Especially because there was at least like a 1,500 in there like last month. But it's the summertime and it's back to school and whatever, life happens. So I did. So yes, absolutely. So I remember we had a conversation and we talked about how about making it to 3 or like doubling it, and that's one of my goals for next month. Like I want to double it. I want to kind of like get it back up to speed because life.
And what about your contribution to your IRA?
Oh, that's great. That's definitely over 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like I don't have no issues with that. Okay. It's the savings part.
The savings part. Yeah. And the savings part is more, I'm just going to say the savings part is more important than the IRA. It's only because you do have a child.
Yeah.
And you don't have a whole lot of people that you can call to help you.
Right.
And you need to have at least, I'm just on the low end, 3 months of whatever it takes to feed your child, rent, and all of those, things. You need to have at least 3 months of that.
Yeah.
At least 3 months. Yeah. You really should have 6. You really should have a year because you never know in this climate when is going to be that time that you're not going to be able to work.
Yes.
So that's why I'm just a stickler on you trying to make sure that you have what you need, especially in your IRAs, and I know your 401k, but you had from previous jobs, but your IRA, because who gonna take care of your old self?
Yeah. And I've noticed that. What another drive for that for me, not only just what you've told me, but also just watching my mom, as she got older and what she did and things like that. I just didn't want to. I wanted to kind of like mimic what she did and be better than that as well. Kind of like top it off because years goes on and what's happening with her time and then whatever's happening in my time, it's just different and whatever, because the future is going to be different. So I definitely want to be at least kind of just realistic situation. I want to kind of be up to speed with whatever the future will be.
You want to kind of be?
Well, I'm just setting the bar that
be up to speed.
Just because I want to be there and even exceed that.
Right.
But I don't know what the future will be. I don't know how the future will be as far as like financial and income and what will the recession, if there is a recession. I don't know what.
For sure it's going to be a recession.
Yeah. Well,
for sure it's going to be another pandemic.
Yeah.
For sure that you might not make it.
Yeah.
For sure. You got some things that you do know for sure. You for sure that maybe, if you grow old enough, you're going to maybe too old to do the job that you're doing. And even for me, I'm going to be too old doing the job that I'm doing. I prefer to be sitting on the couch. That's what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, so just keep in mind when you're making these decisions, or all of us, is that I have to take care of my older self. And what does that look like in my decision making today? Because whatever you do today is going to be what you're going to look like years from now.
Right.
You don't want to look like the decisions you made.
No,
and if you do want to look like the decisions you made, let it be a
Be
good one.
one. Right.
Like,
That's
let it be a good one.
Yeah.
Like, I look like this because...
Right.
You know, this is what I did. This is what I didn't do. You know, that's the type of energy you want to have.
That's right.
And what about you, Nia? How are you financially with the stuff that we've been talking about?
I know you're gonna probably kill me because you've been telling me this for way too long.
Do you have that IRA? You better not say no. I'm gonna close my eyes.
I don't have it yet.
Okay.
And I don't have my 401k yet. I know I need to open that.
Right.
I think it's called a high interest savings, where it's like investing in the stocks. So like, you know, I have that. And right now I feel like I've just been like investing into like my products, because like I want to have like a whole product line so I can have a passive income. But I don't know. My savings right now is probably not.
Right. So you're young. I'm just going to say you're young now, right? You're how old? 20?
22.
You're 22 years old, right? If I had somebody to tell me what I'm telling you, if I had somebody to tell me, now I did get an IRA when I was 26, right? But I was watching Susie Orman, and Susie Orman said, get a Roth IRA. I got it. She said, put as much money as you can in it. So I put $2,500 in the IRA when I was 26. When I look back at that, with no more information, just put it in there. So I'm thinking that it's just going to grow by itself. I didn't know that I was supposed to be contributing to it. Even if it was $50 a week, $100 a week. The type of money I was making, I could have put $1,000 a week in at 20-something years old, and I wouldn't even felt it. You know, all I was doing was buying handbags and boots and traveling and cars and this and that. Had I had the information about how I'm supposed to contribute at 20-something, we wouldn't even be sitting on this couch. I'd be sitting on my balcony somewhere overlooking some water, retired because I can at this time. With my millions of dollars in the bank. I would be, because I was making the kind of money to actually live that lifestyle. So what I'm going to beg of you is to open it with a minimal amount of money, $100. And I'm going to beg you to put $50 a week in it. Just $50. You won't have to just set it and forget it. Every Monday, this $50 is going to come out. I know you got $50 in the bank. Every Monday, let this $50 come out. And as you start to make money, up it up. $100 a week. And I'm saying weekly because we make money weekly.
Yeah.
$100 a week. And then you up it, $150 a week. I want to, next time I talk to you, next year this time, you'd be like, oh, Ro, I'm putting $300 a week into my IRA. Think about how much money you're going to have by the time you're 52. You don't have to be working your ass off like me.
Yeah.
I'm working my ass off. I don't want to. I'm supposed to have money for my kid to go to college. I'm supposed to have money to buy my condo I want to buy next year. I don't have it because I wasn't properly advised. So that's why I want to make sure that you got it and you getting it. Like I've been begging my son. He just got his 2 months ago. He's 27 years old. I'm happy he got it. He still got 20-some years to go. You can be a millionaire by the time you're 50 years old with just the money that you $50. $50. 50. We're not even talking about the money you're gonna make off your products.
Yeah.
And all the other different products that you're gonna create. But think about your old self. Look at your mom. You think your mother wanna be working? If she would have had this information when she was 20-something.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have to.
That's true.
She wouldn't. So I just want y'all to don't take this lightly. Like, be serious. And I'm telling y'all, I can't even, it just, almost bring tears to my eyes just to think about how much money I could have now had I had the proper information. So I'm teaching y'all what I want to learn.
Yeah.
I'm doing it myself. I am very aggressive with my IRA. And I'm very aggressive with my health insurance that have cash value. You have to do that. As soon as you get yourself acclimated with this IRA, let's talk about something else. I want to know next week that you call Mike, you set it up, and it's happening. The $50 is happening.
Okay.
I'm not playing with you, Nia.
I know.
That's that. I'm not playing with you.
I'm not playing with you. I want to know that it's happening. I'm talking about small money. If you said, okay, 50 is going to be tight on me, Rochelle, because I've been doing the wrong thing for so long. $25. I need you to set it up so we can get this ball rolling. Because I want to see you 20 some years from now. I hope I'm here. I want to see you be like, Ro, guess what? I'm going to come bring you a little something because I was saving. I want to know. Bring me something. I want y'all bring me something.
Yeah. I will say though, because she brought it up to me, and I did have a savings, but I wasn't really taking it like as serious because at the time I was in the position I was in. But the whole like first start off with 25, and she said the same thing. She was like, start with 25 and
slowly go up. Yeah.
And next thing you know, I was putting in 75. 75 in the savings. So I was like, all right, I can do this. And because it's automatic, I don't even know that it's missing. And then one day I decided to just go check my account. Just I never opened this up. Let me go see what's going on. Next time I know, I looked. I was like, wait, what?
Because you're not just set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Just set it and forget it. Javelle, don't be looking out your side eye.
I do have a RIA.
Your IRA.
But I had to put it on hold for a few months because I had to get a car because I was spending too much money on Ubers back and forth. Okay. So, but I do plan on starting it back up with this month or next month.
Did you buy a car or are you financing a car?
Finance.
You're financing a car. Okay. That's gonna be another conversation for another time. But okay.
She'll get me together.
Yeah, no. Asher, remind me that I need to talk about that.
Yeah, she told me
that
one too.
That's gonna be another conversation another time. But when you can start it back up, and you don't have to start it back up at the amount that you was. You can bring it back down again. Okay. And then as you start to make the money, you bring it back up again. Like it's no set amount as long as you're doing it. Okay. And you're what? 34. You're 34. You still got 20-some. You got a good 20-some more good years. Okay. Good summers. Good summers. 20-some more to make this thing work. So in the next 25 years, look at how much money you can put aside. You don't even have to just set it and forget it. Just set it and forget it. You could do it. You can not go to one Beyonce concert.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Farrah is hating. Look at Farrah over there.
You cannot go to one Beyonce concert and put some money in your eye. Okay, so now you give it 3 years, 4 years, and go ahead and put that money in there. And your old self is counting on you. I'm not saying I'm saying your old self is counting on you to do the right thing.
Yeah.
She is.
She is. She is.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh, so I had an IRA. I had 2 IRAs years ago. I started them years ago, and I combined them both. I was aggressive in putting into them, contributing, and I combined them and put it into an annuity. Okay. And and so that annuity is set up. Period. I also have life insurance. I have term and full. And I have life insurance on my loved ones as well. Also, I'm working on opening another IRA and opening a trust. So all of my businesses will be owned by the trust, not by me.
Yes.
So I don't want to own anything in my name. I don't want that responsibility. I don't want that personal responsibility. But also, in 2020, I purchased, not full out, the car I had died on me, my baby, Ethel. And I purchased a car that I had a 6-year finance, but I'll be done 3 years early. So I purchased it November 30th of 2020, and I'll be done December 1st. Of 2023.
Nice.
Wow.
And I will own her straight out, a great, reliable car, and I will have her until the wheels fall off.
Nice.
And that's what I'm working on besides, and my retirement fund fully will be Juicy Lucy.
Yeah.
So you are aggressive in your IRA.
I am aggressive in my. I will be aggressive in my IRA. I'm aggressive in my savings account, though.
In your savings
And
account.
I also have a savings.
The savings that you can touch, or
the savings that I can touch.
Okay.
And I also have a savings that I don't want to touch, which is a business savings that come automatically through Square, and I don't even feel it.
Right.
Square has a savings account that it'll just come automatically off the top, and you won't even know that it's missing.
Wow. So I do my savings through American Express. Okay. I have the American Express savings.
Oh, yeah, they did just...
Yeah, directly out of my account. And it has a higher interest rate than most of them that I've seen. Okay. So it comes out of my account, straight into there, every other week, the same amount of money. So whenever I need it, if I need it, then I can just, it's right there. I can just flip.
Totally gonna look into that.
Yeah. Back and forth. And it also shows up on your with all your other American Express cards. Okay. It shows right up with your American Express cards. So that's definitely a good way to save money. Okay. Absolutely. But you guys make too much money. No, we make too much money for us to not be ready for our older self or even an accident.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know when an accident is going to happen, because that's why it's called an accident. Yeah. You don't know when it's going to happen.
And even just the wear and tear of doing hair. Like, I have carpal tunnel in both my hands. So, like, I got this one repaired last year, but I can no longer do ponytails and this and that. So that depletes some of my income. But I'm so glad that
Javelle.
I passed the torch, the ponytail torch to Javelle. But, you know, it's some things that I can't do.
Right.
So that you know, that's a little damper on my little business, but it's okay. It's okay, but you just never know what may come up. Right. And I got carpal tunnel from doing hair. Right. Yeah. So. And
I have a pinched nerve and a bulging disc in my back. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to be on my feet doing what I'm doing. So I've been aggressive for a good 10, 12 years now with my IRA. So I mean it's working out, and every now and then I go and look at it. I have that app on my phone also. I go look at it, I'm like, oh, never seen this much money at one time. Like you know, and when you see the money, it's like you don't have to figure out what you're gonna do with it, because it ain't for you, it's for your older self. It's not for you. So when you think about it like that, and if you separate the two, then you can make different decisions. Right. Because what your younger self need is not what your older self want.
Amen.
So it's two totally different times in your life. So when you think about it like that, then you can say, okay, cool, I don't have to spend this much money on this, because I really need to put $200 in my IRA. I really need to do this savings is not working. God forbid we have another pandemic and I'm out. I can't do this. Right. You know?
Yeah.
And the last thing I want to tell y'all is to make sure that y'all, if you have your own business, make sure that you're an employee of your own business. Amen. Make sure that you W-2ing yourself. Make sure. Because that's why a lot of people did not get PPP. They did not qualify because, for one, they didn't have any employees, and they didn't have any paperwork done. It was not about they wasn't giving it to black people, because I didn't see that on the form. They didn't say if you was black, white, Caucasian, or other. That wasn't on there at all. It was that, do you have a W-2? How many employees do you have? How long have you had employees? Those were the questions that they were asking you for your W-2. That's what they were asking you. So if you have not W-2'd yourself, you need to W-2 yourself. I don't care if you're paying yourself $200 a week, $300 a week, $150 a week. That's right. Whatever it is, you can always up your salary. You can always lessen your salary. People, you know, you in control. Right. But don't get caught out there not being able to benefit from the things that the government are giving. Right. Because you haven't done your due diligence. Right. Don't get caught out there. It's not a black thing. Everybody's money is green. So when people were saying that, I was like, no, all my people got it. All the people that I know, you know, got
that have their stuff
unemployment.
together.
They got unemployment, and we got the max unemployment.
Right.
Right. That's the first time in my life where I learned how to do more with less.
Right.
So we got the max
unemployment, Medicaid,
100%.
PPP.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. You're eligible if you have your shit together. Get your paperwork together. If you don't have your paperwork together now, you got about 7 days, because I'm gonna ask you on Monday. Because it don't take that long. No, it really don't take that long. It don't take that long. Like all that energy you put into that product and to put into everything else, put that same energy into taking care of your older self, because she needs you. She needs you.
She does.
Needs you.
Yeah.
So this was a good conversation, y'all.
Yeah.
And I didn't even cry today. Lucy did it today.
Yeah.
I ain't cry today. But it's going to be more conversation about money, more conversation about being an entrepreneur, more conversation about the beauty industry. And thank you for listening to Beauty, Business, and Banking.